We're bringing in the new year. On this episode, it's the new year. And we're bringing it in. Last time we recorded.
It was before Christmas.
Yeah. In the last episode, I wore a sweater vest. So in this episode, I wear a sweater vest.
In the last episode, I wore green. And in this episode, I'm wearing green.
Rebecca's new hyperfixation is green. She has one green shirt and a green sweater, and she lives in them. Mm-hmm. New home.
I do have, like, a cool mint crew neck that I got recently, though. But it's more on, like, the bluer side of green.
Speaking of green, let's do the boba breakdown. You actually have, like, traditional boba today, so what are you rocking with?
It's what is it called? A mocha boba?
Mocha boba?
And it's in my favorite raccoon mug.
I have, since it's the new year, so we were supposed to try new drinks that we've never had before. That was like the premise of today's episode. But Rebecca drank all her drinks because it's like a month, like 2 weeks later than we planned on filming this. So I have a drink.
It's melon?
It's a honeydew.
Honeydew.
I have a honeydew melon juice with some coconut jelly. So I'm trying this for the first time live.
It's a little different because it's a new mocha. So
mm-hmm. I've tried the like slush boba honeydew from the same store we get this from. And I like that, so I don't know why I wouldn't like this. This smells really good. Honeydew for me is how cucumber is for other people, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It's such like a calming, very light flavor, but
didn't you like once describe it as the opposite of mint? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mint is like kind of abrasive, and then this is like not. I don't know how to describe it. It tastes like a spa in my mouth.
Very nice.
Some people really hate honeydew, and say like it's overpowering, but I think it's the complete opposite, really.
I don't like honeydew, so I'm one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous because I can't wait to be roasted about Megan.
Oh, so on the car ride here, I was like, it's January 6th. I'm so excited. Megan came out in theaters today. Like, me and Kayla were going to go see it, but we decided it would probably be super crowded. And when I said that, you were like, is there an audience for Megan? And I said, shut up and wait for the podcast, because
here we are.
Is there an audience for I know we're on opposite sides of TikTok, but like it's been months of hype for this movie, and like performances of people dressing up as Megan and dancing and all these edits, and it's such a decisive movie because boring people think it's like dumb and annoying, and then fun people think it's the funniest and most creative like horror movie ever. And so I'm so excited to see it in person. Like, I've been counting down the days since the initial trailer got announced.
I first heard about it when we talked about it, I think, on the second episode. And this is my second time hearing about it. I think I've seen the trailer once on a YouTube ad, and I skipped it. Like, I don't know anything about it other than, like, she has a dance, and that's it.
It's crazy. It's crazy how you're on, like, the opposite spectrum of the internet. It's crazy how something can have 5 million views, but Rebecca isn't one of those people that sees it. Yeah. And then you're like, did you see this? And I'm like, what? And then you show me the most obscurest random thing. Yeah. It's like today we were talking about, so we're going to make some TikToks. Follow us on Boba Baddies on TikTok. There's this audio where it's like, hey, everybody, hey, let's go. And it's kind of popular right now, and people are just like dancing to it or whatever. And Rebecca's like, what?
I'm not there.
Mm-hmm. She's not subscribed to it.
Yeah, I'm not in that side of the algorithm. Mm-hmm. I mean, my algorithm is very much dog videos, raccoon videos, dog and raccoon videos, and then like really random niche history jokes, and then just some chaos here and there.
I think people know what side of TikTok I'm trying to talk about, but I feel kind of censored right now, and I can't like openly talk about it.
Sure.
Which is, I don't know. I feel like in a couple of months or more like a year, I feel like Boba Baddies will become something completely different.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what we can expect in the new year.
Yeah.
So, which is today's topic.
New year.
Would you like to talk about what you want to do in the new year?
I have actually been I have a type of routine where I bullet journaled last year. I completed 2 journals last year, and I've never done that before. It was my adventure travel journal.
Yeah.
And then it was my bullet journal, where I tracked different habits and talked about different things in there. And so I like bullet journaling, but it's so time consuming because you create everything.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
And I love that, but I'm also kind of exhausted from it already, so I don't think I'd continue that. So I combined it with my planner, because also having like 47 different notebooks to put things is very exhausting too. So I decided to put everything that I'm tracking in my planner, and having habits from that bullet journal into my planner, and where I put everything that I need to do. And then having my travel journal be its own thing.
Yeah.
So, and then I also started doing actual physical journaling and writing, but in a different way. So I've been doing more creative writing. So I basically write a poem about what I'm feeling every day.
Yeah.
And so I'm tracking myself through there to see where I'm at and what I want, and basically being a little bit more open to feeling things, because I've been locking it up too much. So that's kind of like, I'm trying to express myself more, and in different creative ways.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've wanted to work on.
Me too, kind of. I know I talked about this in Christmas present, I think, or I was like, I want to make content, and so I've been doing more content creation. We did gaming. I don't think we cracked the algorithm for gaming. It's not there for me yet.
It's really complex.
It's not. I'm not like in love with the outcome of some of the gaming videos we've done. Roblox is always a hit though. Maybe we should just be Roblox YouTubers. Those Roblox videos that we make are so funny. Go follow my YouTube. It'll be in the description. Because the thing I am kind of proud of is I've been daily vlogging, which vlogs are boring. That's the point. You're just supposed to watch them and turn your brain off, and you're like, wow, I want to eat those.
Well, people are always like, it kind of feels like I'm on FaceTime with my best friend.
And so I've just been doing it because seeing you like journal everything, I'm like, I'm too lazy to do that. But I want to remember my youth in this sense, because I don't expect to amass millions of followers. But I do think me and my friends enjoy watching these videos of ourselves. And then when we're later in life, we can go back and look. Because I have one of the first vlogs on my channel, we don't even hang out anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like we're not friends, but it's like we don't hang out like 4 times a week like we used to. And I'm like, I'm glad I made that vlog. I'm glad we had a group TikTok too, where I think we had a group YouTube channel and TikTok where me and the friend that is in that vlog would post content all the time. And I'm like, I'm glad I have something to look back on, because I don't for a lot of my friends.
Yeah.
That I had, like my friend Lily, I love her so much. I haven't seen her for like an extended period of time since high school. I only have one photo with her. And it's from like 4th grade or something like that. Like, next time we hang out, obviously I'm going to vlog and then I'll remember it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I definitely understand that, because whenever I go through a specific amount of time, my brain just starts forgetting stuff. And, so I don't remember a lot of high school. I don't remember a lot of college. And that was 2 years ago. And so people are like, remember when blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, are you gaslighting me right now?
You told me that last night.
Yeah, you were asking for something that you gave me whenever you gave me this hat. And I was like, what are you talking about?
And I was like, it's okay if you don't remember, but like, do you have it? And you were like, no.
And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start documenting me hanging out with people. Mm-hmm. I just like take a selfie or like take a picture of the food we're eating and then like write a little caption or something.
And I don't mean to be like dark, but some of my friends are dead.
Yeah.
And I don't have I have one photo with one of them, and there's this one friend, like, I don't have any photos of him. I don't have like any proof except like Twitter DMs that we ever spoke or interacted. Like,
yeah, it's very real.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. You just gotta save your memories because honestly, you can't trust your brain.
Yeah, it's been betraying me. But that's also why I love doing the scrapbooking style that I do, because it's me and my friends just having fun. And when in 5-10 years I can look back and be like, oh my gosh, do you remember when we first tried those crab salad fries?
Yes.
And it's there.
I really want to go back to that mountain town the next state over that I love so much. I want that chicken salad sandwich again. I want the sushi soup again. Yeah, the egg drop soup. There's this restaurant. They have the smelliest, stinkiest egg drop soup, but it tastes so good.
That's the fun thing about eggs.
Yeah. Tastes so good.
So, in the new year, do you want to do some traveling as well?
I don't know if I want to do
like I'm not talking like cross country. I'm just like fun day trips like we were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get burnt out. I think the last one I was like, take me home.
Yeah, we really overdid it in October. I genuinely think we did.
Yeah.
But maybe just pacing like every 2 months.
The pacer test.
Yeah, the fitness gram.
The fitness gram pacer test.
Yeah. I'd love to be able to go on like a couple day trips here and there, and then like
no.
and then one big one or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to go on. I don't know. I don't think I'd ever really want to leave the country. Can we say
Puerto Rico?
No, the girl who's taking us.
Oh yeah,
Amanda Rosa. Like, I love her, and she made it sound like such a fun experience, but I just can't imagine being so out of my depth.
Yeah. It's scary. But that unknowing thing also kind of excites me. Like, just being able to go see a new place makes me so happy. Because whenever I go somewhere, it's the unplanned stuff that makes it fun.
I want to go to the Children's Museum so bad. We've never been. Every time
hands-on one?
Yes. It's like a tactile museum.
Thank you.
Play with sand and I hope they have a topography. Yeah. Topography, like where you make the sand and it like shows like the mountain on like a projector screen. Like that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm envisioning. The only picture they have online is like someone playing with blocks, and I'm like, well, I hope it's a little bit more than that. But
what is that type of kinesthetic learning?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Like, remember when we had to take tests in school and they were like, you're either this, this, or this. And I was like a combination of everything. Yeah.
I feel like everyone's a combination of everything.
It's the dumbest test.
Yeah. It's like, you guys need more than just me saying it and forcing you to write it down.
Practicing it and seeing it and understanding it.
Like, you need more to have homework. Like, homework is so stupid. I had this one algebra teacher. She was so mean. I mean, I will respect someone if they respect me. But, like, regardless of your age, if you're rude to me, I'm going to send the energy back to you. And a lot of teachers just physically could not understand that with me. And so she would give homework on what we were going to learn the next day, but
does that make sense?
Because so we'd fail the homework, or people would like Google how to do it, but like that's not my job. I'm not the teacher. And so I would fail the homework, and I remember this one time she was like, "Guys, this has gone too far. Someone in here made an 18 on their homework last night."
Why are you grading?
And I was like, "It was me," and everyone thought it was so funny. She got so mad at me. And I'm like, I don't... Like,
it's not a violation if you openly admit it.
I was like, you publicly embarrassing me, but if I'm not embarrassed by it, like, and you get mad, then you're a bully and you're mad it's not working.
Yeah. I had a math teacher. It sucked, especially in algebra, because they'd be like, do 1 through 50 odd or even, but it'd be the opposite of what was in the back of the textbook.
Yes.
And I'm just like, no! But what got me the most in trouble with homework, I get the answer right, but I didn't show all of my work.
Yes.
And they were just like, no. And I'm like, I got it. It's like, I did it in my head because I can solve for X that easy, but like, I don't think I need to show you how I got from step 1 to 10 and skip about 2 of them.
If I'm being honest, math teachers, you must be so embarrassed right now because you are useless. Technology has advanced to where you are useless.
I learned once I got out of college, half the things I was struggling with, Excel can do.
I learned that I haven't learned anything in school that I currently use today except maybe vocabulary words.
I don't even use them.
I'll throw out some vocab words and show off.
Yeah.
There is nothing. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've learned in, I think Logan Paul got canceled for saying something like this, where he was like,
no, it was Jake Paul saying teachers never taught me that, and it was a diss track. I mean, they both said stupid things, but that's what I thought of.
Yeah.
But also the things that Jake Paul was complaining about is things that the 1% know. They're like, you never taught me how to buy a Lambo cash, and the teachers are like, you think I'd be here if I know how to... And so they're both dumb in their own way.
When I got my Tesla, it was such a different experience than what my high school teacher said it would be like.
When I got my black card,
Did you ever have a plan out your life project?
Yes.
In 5th grade.
Which, by the way, 5th graders?
5th grade. We haven't. I don't even.
You're what? 12?
I don't live by myself currently.
Yeah.
And this was like for when I was 18. Like they expected me to already be living. Anyways,
making a 401k at 18.
Yes, I have one of those actually, but like that's beside the point.
I do too, but most people don't. Anyway,
the trust fund is looking real good right now. Thanks, babes.
I have like 3 investment accounts.
Yeah, I have 2. Yeah. Anyways,
that's what college taught me.
Yeah, okay, look at the oh my god, so we had to do this project. Sometimes I wonder if we've told these stories before.
I don't think we've told this.
Okay, I had this teacher and he was like, here is a grid. You have to design your 2-story house that you will have. Everyone in here will have a 2-story house. You have to build it yourself. You need to pick the job you're going to have in the future, use that yearly salary, and then like plan out what you have. And like no one's yearly salary is enough to build a 2-story house by themselves.
Yeah.
Also like me single buying a 2-story house by myself.
Yeah.
In what world? Like, you need to have a house and sell it, have your parents co-sign, buy it for you, or have a significant other, or be a couple of significant others to have.
Dual income.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, no one could do it, and that was the point, but he was acting like he was mad at us for not being able to do it. And so, I was just really sarcastic the whole time. I was like, tile floor costs $2 a foot. My entire house has tile floor.
Mopping is done.
Unfinished basement, 2 of my other rooms unfinished, no ceiling, like
it's like Sims.
Yes. And he was so mad. But I was like,
I don't know what you want.
Yeah, what, like, with this budget, you're forcing me to build a 2-story house.
Yeah.
It's tile. Everything is tile.
My senior project in high school, we had to take an economics class.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like learning how to write a check, even though that's a useless art now, unless you're like a business owner or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I remember we had to make a career based off of what we wanted to be, and at that point in my life, I wanted to be a teacher, which is hilarious to me now. Yes. And we had different rules throughout the project, so like, you had to have a car payment. And I'm like, what if I have a car that I'm not paying for? Like, it's already paid off.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, you have to have a car payment. And I'm like, but that's not practical.
That's what we both have, I think, had our teachers say this, where they were like, and you have to, like, think about your, like, college tuition. I was like, what if I have a scholarship?
And that's what I did have.
And then he was like, you'd lose it. I was like,
cut to me and you both getting through college with our scholarship.
And I
all
still
4 years.
will have student loans, whatever. They keep getting pushed back. Like I don't have to pay till August now.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's so much less because I had three scholarships. I had half of my loans forgived because I graduated.
Mm-hmm.
And then my payment is like, I think it's $200. It's so little compared to what other people have.
Yeah.
And so I was like, but I think what I was paying was like a ridiculous amount in the project. And I was like, no.
Yeah. I was just like, this project is not accurate because I don't want to move out once I get out of college. Like, that's not realistic for me. This route isn't going to work for everybody. And then some people are just going to go straight into the workforce. And like, I literally cannot live off of this salary until I keep saving for about 5 more years.
Yeah.
And he was like, why aren't y'all understanding this? We're like, why aren't you? It was, anyways, high school, stupid.
I saw a post where it was like, someone was mad my grandpa was mad I didn't already own a house, but he bought his for a bag of raspberries or something like that.
Yeah, like, I think in 1945, my grandmother, who is 95, bought her house for like $15,000 or something, and that wouldn't get you a car right now.
The way we would both have a house.
Yeah.
If it cost that, we would already both have a house.
We'd already be like living.
Yeah.
But it was the value of the dollar was completely different.
And it's still going up.
Yup. So.
I wonder if we'll be here during the apocalypse. I really hope not, but like, maybe.
Maybe
it'll be a good apocalypse, like overthrowing kind of.
Yeah. Like Purge.
Yeah. That was not. Purge and good are not synonymous. Like, don't even know.
I think I've seen like
that, also the Purge is also like is a government mandated thing. Like that's the opposite of. They were like, once a year you can commit any crimes because the crime rates will go down if everyone just like does it.
Oh, so it's like your crazy go stupid day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Never
seen it.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Oops.
I feel like I've seen it through the CinemaSins channel.
Mm-hmm.
Who I stopped watching after you ruined Big Hero 6, which was my favorite movie at the time. I was like, we need to watch it. And you were like, no, I've seen CinemaSins. I was like, oh. Rest in peace.
Probably should have journaled that. I don't remember this. But. Oh well.
Happy New Year. Is that the This Is Fine dog I see in the corner?
Yeah, that's a gift for Gage.
Oh.
He already knows.
Oh, okay. What else do we want to do? I've been vlogging. I want to hang out with friends more. I see new jobs in the future for us.
Hopefully.
I think we're really gonna like stick our big toes into TikTok.
Yeah.
I've been posting like...
I'll put my whole foot down.
I have like 7 accounts. I'm going to try and post on all of them. But I have come to the conclusion that my 2 most popular accounts aren't me. They're like edits I make or theory videos. And I want it to be me.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to be like, yeah, I like what you say. Or I like that outfit or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know if I have the capability to be the it person of the month.
Well, clearly you've cracked the algorithm into your niche edit accounts. You just have to crack it to be yourself. And I think it just takes some maneuvering of the algorithm.
Yeah.
I mean...
I think posting every day is the goal, but it's just like, what do I have to say every day?
I don't do enough every day to be interesting, but I think that's the human experience.
That's like my vlog. It's a weekly vlog, and it's like 8 minutes. It's like 8 minutes of my entire week that was interesting.
Yeah, which is really funny because this week it was just me.
The episode is going to be called, like, Everyone Canceled on Me. And it's... Because typically in the thumbnail I have, like, multiple people. It's just going to be 4 of you in the thumbnail. Like, I'm not even going to be in it. It's just going to be you.
You get to see all my shades of green. I think I've just been kind of goofing on TikTok, just randomly posting. Gosh. Like, just random stuff. I really wanted to be a little kooky the other day, but I decided to not to.
Blonde hair? Suspicious?
Anyways.
Straight blonde hair is a little sus.
No one has been in
Yeah.
here.
Little sus, but okay.
Anyways. But I do enjoy watching your vlogs. Like, you showed me one the other day and I was genuinely laughing.
Mm-hmm. Everyone go watch my vlogs. Give me views. Leave a comment and thumbs up for the algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm still debating if I should post, like... Because TikTok, you can post up to 10 minutes now. So if I posted my entire vlog on TikTok, would that help or hurt me? Like, maybe I'll gain TikTok followers, but will it translate to the YouTube? Like, well, people won't watch it twice.
Post it on both places and get double the money.
Double? Well, it's not double because it's split. It's like half of the audience is here and half of the... Like, they're not going across.
Oh. Some of them could.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I do get your concerns. I mean, if people can post them playing Subway Surfers and stealing people's Reddit
That's another
content,
thing where I'm like, should I just post movie clips?
Yeah. just cause.
With kinetic slimes underneath it?
Yeah.
Like...
Or like random putting a microphone in like into slime, because people do that and I'm like, stop it.
Stop.
I'm trying to watch Family Guy make fun of Lana Del Rey.
That Lana Del Rey sent me Peter Griffin farts into like Shazam, which is like to see what song is playing. He was like, I wonder what happened if I fart into it. And he farts into it and he says, it says Lana Del Rey. It's so funny. I was losing it.
Snow on the beach.
Yes. That's why she was gonna have vocals on Snow on the Beach with Taylor Swift, and she saw that clip and was like, pull me out.
I'm out.
I'm never making music ever again.
They ruined her career.
Yeah.
Not her doing anything.
No, not her like being a really bad person or anything.
It was Family Guy.
Family Guy did it.
Yes.
Lana Del Rey.
Lana. That kind of sounded like Stitch.
Ohana means Lana.
Ohana means Lana.
And Del Rey never gets left behind.
And Del Slay.
No.
Lana Del Slade.
What else do I... Oh, I want to voice act more. Mm-hmm. Can I scrolled through open listings last night for a couple hours. Garbage.
Yeah.
The only good one I found was a story, obviously, like an original story, but it was improvised. Like, you get your character and then, like, it's improv. And I was like,
Yeah.
No. It's also, now that I'm, like, myself, like, I know what my capabilities are. Like, I understand, like, who I could play. And there just aren't that many parts. Like, I'm not gonna be frat boy Jake. Like, it's not gonna... If he's the main character, it's not gonna be me, you know?
Yeah. It's interesting, though, that in any type of production, older jocks are played by older people, and, like, younger girls are portrayed to be older than what they actually are, and it's
creepy.
A little weird.
Creepy. Did you see the Julian the Phantom's TikTok I sent you?
I did.
That was so funny. My name's Topher.
Topher looks like he bites.
We need to make another TikTok where I'm like, so today's podcast we have a special guest.
Y'all already know
no,
who I
am.
am.
My name's Topher.
Please. I respect... It's like the new Rickroll. It honestly is. I'm
glad that crossed into your...
Yeah. Well, did I send it to you first, or did you send it to me?
I saw it on TikTok, and I thought I thought the kid was acting.
Oh.
Like, I didn't think that's actually what Topher was like.
Yeah.
He's Topher.
He is.
You know who he is. I want to know what he's doing. Like, I want to know if he's, like, depressed, like, crying.
He needs a daily vlog.
Yes, I want a Topher. Y'all already know who I am. I'm Topher in today's video.
It's like, who was that girl's name? It's like, you already know who it is. It's not JoJo. It's that other one. It's Vicky and someone else. Tay.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh, there was a Kodiko video about it.
Do you remember the girl who did ASMR, but she did, like, skits where she was, like, a mean...
Yes.
I love her. She stopped posting. Like, I think she made, like, a goodbye video or something. But she was like, can I see your ticket?
Oh, yeah.
It says you are supposed to be in economy and not first class. Like
Yeah. In the chat.
So funny. I love her. Or she's like a police officer and she's like tapping on the window like, can you roll the window down?
I was at a Christmas party not too long ago. And by party, it was like 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about ASMR. And they're like, I love it. And I'm like, my body hates it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate it whispering.
Yeah.
It, like, makes me, like, shrivel up.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I hate, people eating chalk. ASMR.
I just hate...
Like, that is the worst noise, I think, ever.
I've seen cornstarch, and I'm just like...
That might be what I'm trying to... That might be it.
It's just super powdery, and they bite into a block of it, and it makes that squeaky.
Yes, that's exactly... Ew. I just got chills.
Yeah, it's awful. I'm like...
If we get 12 likes in this video, we'll eat cornstarch.
You will. I'm not.
We will eat it.
It's similar to the feeling when you eat mochi, and there's that
if we get another Spotify review, we'll eat cornstarch.
Yeah. It's the cinnamon challenge, but not. I'm still not doing it.
I'm cutting out where you say you won't do it, and it just you say yeah.
I'll do it. Please.
Yes. I'm winning.
What if I told you I was the mastermind?
What else do we want to do this year?
I don't know. I haven't really thought that far in advance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to change my daily habits to be just genuinely more productive and happier.
Yeah. Without having, like, a nightmare telling you to do it. Like last night. Clean your room, Rebecca. Drama.
Should I elaborate or no?
No.
Okay.
That's all they need to know.
Yeah. Just trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But I did.
Next podcast, Christmas has gotta go down.
Yeah, well, it's the 12th day of Christmas, so I thought I should have another moment.
The 12th day of Christmas.
I think it's called Three Kings Day.
If you say so.
Yeah.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, it's Three Kings Day.
Happy Three Kings Day.
We're
having 3 kings on the podcast today. Come on in, guys.
No. That's not.
Come on in, guys. Come in.
That's not what today's about. It's fine. But yeah, I do think this Christmas set has been pretty good.
Trash.
I also think I'm going to redo the bookshelf, so we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. What do you want for do you want to go back to the roots of us putting stuff randomly on the wall?
Yes.
Is this too organized?
Yeah. I kind of liked the setup we had where it was kind of random. Mm-hmm. When we got into the fixed set, I feel like we got a little lax.
Gotcha.
I feel like she was the downfall.
Me doing set design was the downfall?
The downfall of the world.
Yeah.
Now we know.
It's me.
I mean, if we think about it, if we time up when the queen died and when the set design started, I feel... It's actually not true because I had a memorial photo.
That's why I'm laughing. New Harry documentary.
I want to marry Harry. Did you ever see that show?
No.
It's what it sounds like.
There was this article that came out yesterday where they were talking about how Harry and Charles got into a fist fight not too long ago, and they cut to a scene in the office where everybody's like at a business table going crazy, and they're like the Crown after they saw this. But yeah, they were like, yeah, Harry punched me.
Please.
And I'm like, well, yeah, you're siblings.
Yeah. Sibling drama.
I mean, my siblings never hurt me, but it's not rare for siblings to get into like a play fight or something.
I don't think it was a play fight.
Yeah.
I think they actually wanted to fight each other.
For sure. Yeah.
Me too. I was there. It was like this
You
scene.
were the queen.
Me when I'm dead. I'm alive when I'm dead. The queen has a funeral and like the casket opens and I get out.
And you start playing Lady Gaga Born This Way.
If you do not find us after this episode goes out, it was the royal family.
The more you know, the closer
The next
CIA
episode,
gets.
the next episode, we will be having like a Dr. Phil style episode with the ghost of the Queen of England and Princess Diana.
That's a fist fight waiting to happen.
We will conjure them and they will be here for the episode.
So like
The dowsing rods.
They're just spinning.
They're hitting each other.
Please. They're just like dum 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 dum.
Yes. You have two pendulums and they're just smacking each other. It's like Bloody Knuckles, the pendulum that shatters loses.
Just like you have a Ouija board and I have one, and they're just like clashing. It's like air hockey.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways, New Year's is such a crazy time.
Mm.
What else do we want to do? I don't know. I feel like there's a bunch of recipes we have on that list of things we want to do that we never did. Maybe that's what we just need to do in the New Year, is that list of things we wanted to do that I don't remember is on it.
My sister got a cookbook for Christmas. There's some really good recipes in there. There's one for like an apple pie granola, and it looks really good. And a spring roll salad bowl. So it's like everything in a spring roll but in a salad, and it looks really good.
Oh, another new thing I want to do is be a narrator for audiobooks, because they pay well. It's just you have to get accepted first, but I don't know why I wouldn't be, because I have a good microphone. And I don't know, I first heard about it, I was like, oh, that's cool. I researched it a little bit, and then I never like went and did it, because when I'm not at work, I want to like be asleep or hang out with friends. Yeah. Like, I don't want to work 2 jobs, but I don't want to quit the one I have now to like bank on being a narrator, because what if I get sick of it? Like, what I've been thinking about it. Luckily, this company lets you choose the book, but it's just based off the cover. And so I'm like, watch me choose the worst one. Yeah. And I have to read it like verbally, start to finish. Yeah. But
I have a friend who wants to go into publishing, and I was like, do you actually, as a job, judge a book by its cover? And she's like, yes, that's literally my job. Yeah. Which is insane to me. Yeah. Because they're just like, don't judge a book. She's like, watch me.
Watch me judge this book by it's the first impression. Like, it's important. Yeah.
But it makes sense. Like, if you're at a bookstore and you see a cover, that's what gets you. You like read the inside script and you're like, eh.
Another thing I want to do is get in contact with a character designer. I've reached out to one before, but then he didn't reply to me. Weird. I was like, if you don't want my bunch of money, you
don't want my band.
If you don't want this bag of cash, then okay. But
Tom Nook would never.
He'd take it in an instant. He would do the drawings for me and then put me in debt. And then
have you pay it off.
Yes. But I want to hire a professional character designer to like design my characters, my like original characters for the story. I wanted to produce into a cartoon, but like right now I'm like, I still want to, but maybe it's in the future where I'm like self-producing. But yeah, so I just need to go back and look. It's just, I'm just so lazy when I'm home. Yeah. I'm like, I worked. That's all. Yeah. That's all for today.
That's all, folks.
That's why I'd love content creation to be my job, because it's just fun. Like, and it doesn't have to be like me vlogging. Yeah. Is the content creation. It can be something else. Like, as long as I'm just like making something interesting.
Yeah. Can I tell you about an ick that I've had recently? Okay, so I thought, like, what if I do content creation for funsies for somebody? Funsies. The entry-level content creation is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It's like, you need 5 years of experience. I'm not even joking. Entry, and I think people might think entry level means entry into the company, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for an entry level job to get into something.
Zero experience first time job.
But even then, that doesn't exist unless they're like, you need 1 to 3 years, and I'm like, how?
If everyone wants that much experience, then how am I ever supposed to get it?
Mm-hmm. It's just an ache that I have. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's my rant. But I mean, that's always been a problem for jobs. Yeah. No matter what. Because they set higher expectations for lower quality skilled jobs. Because they're like, you need to know Adobe and Microsoft. And you go in and they're just like, yeah, you just put stamps on an envelope. Yeah.
So true.
Do I?
I don't know. I got a whole degree based around learning how to do the Adobe products, and I just don't use them because college ruins everything.
Yeah. You're like, if I have to sit at my desk and manage Photoshop all day, I don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. Or what is that? Vector? Is that what it's called?
You can make vector images. Illustrator.
Illustrator, yeah. Yeah. That just tells you what I know. Mm-hmm. But yeah. But like, it's so... And when I was in college, people were like, you just need to go into, like, computer science and build programs, and you'll make bank. And I'm like, honestly, probably should have. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I want more. But I feel like everyone wants more. Does that make sense?
Well, I saw this thing recently that really put it into perspective, where it's like, if you're in your younger 20s, you do not and should not have everything figured out right now. Mm-hmm. And... if you use your early 20s as like a building block type of style where like you learn more about yourself, you figure out what direction you want to go in, by your late 20s, early 30s, you'll have it figured out. Yeah. And I feel a lot of pressure when it comes to figuring everything out because there's people that I know that already do, and I'm like... Mm-hmm. And so putting that into perspective where it's like, just... be young and stupid. Yeah. You only get to be young and stupid once. Yeah. And so, enjoy that time now, and then grow from those mistakes and learn what you need to.
There's not going to be any kids in the future, so we can be young and stupid forever.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, I don't...
No children.
Yeah. I have a friend who's having a kid, and I literally told her, I'm probably not going to want to hold it for the longest time. Mm-hmm. And
it was nice being friends. I hope you're a good mom.
No,
bye. No. That's what I told my friend.
I was just like, I genuinely won't feel comfortable holding your kid for the first couple months.
My friend Jen was like, we're thinking about having a child, and I was like, okay, well, I'll miss you.
Well, I was like, I'll hold your dog before I hold your kid. Mm-hmm. She was like, I respect that. They need attention.
We need the double income for the Christmas reckoning. For the
double income Christmas reckoning. Yes. Cannot wait. Mm-hmm. We have a light show.
I just feel like our life is like the end of your 20s is like your goal is to get a house. So like when we get a house, what are we gonna do after that?
Just sit there.
We're like
and stare at each other.
We did it. Yeah. And then we're like, well,
I think the next goal is paying it off to retire early. Mm-hmm. Not work. Do you have any other goals?
Probably. I'm trying to think of some.
I'm going to finish my boba.
So true. Do you think 2023 is the move out year?
I hope so.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing this bad... Okay, so my job, you set your own hours. Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to work, you're just like... No, yeah. They literally don't care. You can come in on days you're not scheduled. You could get, like, as many hours as you want of overtime. Or, vice versa, you can just not come. There's no tardy system. There's no amount of days you don't show up to where you'll get fired. It's just, I don't even know if they have a fire policy. There's this one guy who's been written up 16 times. Like, I really just think, because it's a really selective, place to get hired to, and I hired as a joke because several of my friends have applied like 3 or 4 times and not been hired. And I got accepted on my first time. Like,
it was like the first job you applied to, and you were like, I got it.
Yeah, you were like on month 3 of trying to find a job, and I was like, okay, boop. Oh, and so
kind of crushed me a little.
And I was like, at first I was working like 40 hours a week, right? Like a normal work week, and then that slowly like come down and down because I don't have any bills to pay right now, not until August, and so it's just like free income. So I don't need to work myself to death. Yeah, I don't need to work myself to death right now currently, and so right now I told you I think the last time I hung out I was like, I don't like working 2 days in a row. So I haven't worked 2 days in a row in the longest time. I'm like, this is really like I'm crippling myself because whenever I get like a job with a set amount of hours, I'm like
8 to 5.
I was like, I have to be here 5 days a week
for like 8 hours, 7.5.
I'm like, I don't think so. That's why I would like content creation to make some money, and then I keep maybe this job, but like you can even do this thing where you can be, they don't schedule you at all, but then they'll call you and be like, we need help on this day, can you come? Yeah. And you work like 1 day every 3 weeks or something. That could be fun. I have a friend who does that, and then sometimes she just shows up because she wants to. But yeah, my current working situation is so different than I think anyone else's experience, because not a lot of people work for this company, and they really want to get into it. And let me say, you're right for wanting to get into it. Like, it's so good. Like, I just do whatever I want. Yeah.
We have had completely different experiences.
Yeah, your old job was like so stressful, so strict, so long, and grueling. You'd stay like after hours just to complete the amount of work they gave you.
Yeah, and I had a lot of paid time off, and I never took it because I couldn't.
Yeah, that was I was like, Rebecca, we have to use these free hotel rooms. And you were like, I mean, maybe on the weekend, and then you lost the job. And I was like, Rebecca, we have to use this. And you were like, okay, we'll use them when I get my next job. I have like a safe income. And I was like, no, they're going to take it away from you. And then eventually they did. Yeah. So maybe that's something, I think everything you do, you can like learn from it. And so maybe this next job is like, you have to.
Every perk I get.
Like if your boss can take a mental health day every like 3 days.
I only took 1 day off whenever I worked there. And it was during the summer. And when I took that day off, they went through all of my stuff.
Like evil like 40-year-olds who should know better. Like that's embarrassing. I'm
23.
They're just threatened by you. Yeah. They were just threatened that you were young, happy, and successful.
Because I was helping in so many different departments.
It's like another episode of Family Guy. There's an episode of Family Guy where the parents switch places with the kids to like prove something. And then the parents are like, God, being a teenager sucks. This is awful. And then the kids are like excelling. Chris is like, this job's so easy. I got a promotion. Like, it's not hard. And then Meg is like a class A chef now. She's like, I had all day to cook. Like, I relaxed I cleaned the house in 5 minutes, and then I had all day to cook. It was great. And that's how I feel about like the older generation when they're like, these kids, they don't understand how hard it is. And I'm like, I don't think you understand how easy it is, but you have an easy position and you're making everyone else's life harder.
So honestly, good.
That's like still, even in my job, sometimes they put me, because like when you work at my job, you work in a department, and like that day you're like put in an area, and some days I'll just be like, I can handle 4. Like, it's not hard, and I'll just do everything. I'll do everything the entire team is supposed to do, and they're like,
and then they do like a shout out to you.
Yeah, and they're like, how did you do that? And I'm like, I just put the new stuff out. Like, yeah, I did it. Like,
I just did it.
I just did it. Like, this stuff is new and it needs to be on the floor. Boom. Easy.
Yeah. So maybe a resolution is a healthy work environment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes I gaslight myself. I'm like, am I really that bad?
You, please. Anyway.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
It's not my place to be like, girl.
I think if you've known me for 10 years, you can be like, yeah, you are. Because
I just think it's so, because I've already told you this before, but it's like the things you should be worried about, you're not. Mm-hmm. And then the things you shouldn't be, it's like world ending.
Yeah.
You're like, why does it matter? And it's like a really serious thing. And then you're like, I can't find pants. And I'm like, they're in your closet. Like, open the door. Real conversation we had.
My house is literally like on fire. And I'm like, yeah, like that happens.
You're like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think that just tells you... Never mind, we don't have to get into it.
I think you're so desensitized you can't be anymore.
Yeah.
And then when you're like... Ah.
Yeah, but that's why I'm good under pressure.
Under pressure.
So anyways.
New year, new trauma?
Hopefully.
New year, old trauma.
Yeah. New year conquering old trauma.
New year, new trauma responses.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Healthy coping mechanisms.
New year, new screaming.
I hope it picked that up.
I can see it. Do you see the little, like, itty bitty?
Yes.
Good. How long have we been recording?
We're at 56 minutes.
Okay. Thank you for listening to Boba Baddies. New year, new Klee.
Hee hee. Klee hee hee. Isn't that your cat?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
Sometimes I just gaslight you.
I'm like, do not.
Sometimes I just like, why did you say that?
You literally said it before. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just can't with you.
Thanks for listening and watching and being here, and maybe
don't ever go any.
Maybe next time I'll have.
First of all, let me call out Nikocado is too much. Where are you?
We've been worried about you.
Where are you?
I was like, did they die? Like,
we literally talked about this. We were like, if they died, we'd never know.
Yeah.
Like, how would we know?
Yeah.
Like.
But we hope you're safe and okay.
We hope you're listening. You just like forgot to comment.
Yeah.
Because you're our only fan. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, Mary Callie.
Mary Callie's where is it?
Mary Callie's fighting you for the #1 slot.
Hello, let me in.
Let me
please.
in. Okay. Goodbye. Time for the outro music that Mary Callie asked for. Ooh. Bye bye.
Bye.